I know. We're live, Mike. We're live. We are here. I'm in my car. I think God's crying right now because it started raining after the Falcons lost. It's pouring, and I feel for the Falcons that are probably crying right now. Feel the same way this weather looks, because this, Mike, was another roller coaster. Like, I actually was surprised. I felt good that we were competitive. We were supposed to get blown out after our last show against the Dolphins. People had no faith in us, but we showed some good, showed some bad, showed some bad, showed some good. At the end of the day, we tried harder. You mentioned if we lose, it better be a good loss. Like, what's a good loss? I'm like, is this a good loss where you saw more fight, but you didn't get it done? I'm happy we didn't just roll over, but I'm still unhappy that we made some stupid mistakes that high school kids make, and we're getting paid millions of dollars to do this dumb stuff.
Well, I like the fight in us that, because they jumped on us in the first half. They was up 21-7. So I like the fight that we had to crawl back into this game. We were lucky to only lose by 1 point, to be honest with you. We had a big play by Jaylen Walker before the half, and picked up by the other rookie, Pierce Jr. to almost score a touchdown there, but we did end up getting a touchdown by Drake London. But and that was fortunate because they could have went up 24-7 or 28-7 before halftime. So that was a big momentum shift right there for us, and that was something that was heading into the locker room. I know that guys was giving high fives, slapping each other, like, "Come on, man, let's keep fighting."
It felt good.
Those plays that cause a momentum shift. And
yes,
really, and the defense locked down second half. We only gave up 3 points in the second half defensively, and we just kept crawling back offensively, getting points here and there, and we almost tied the game. And then.
Why did we tie it, Mike? Why did we tie the game? Tell us. I want to hear you say it. Why did we tie the game, Mike?
And then that, like they say, Falcons going to Falcon. And we missed a field goal to almost tie the game. But it's a lot of things unpacking this game, man. Without watching the film, we're going live right now. Without watching the film, it's really hard to say what every single thing that went wrong. But clearly, there was a lot of things that went wrong in this game. But it's the score 24-3, 24-23. It really wasn't 24-23 in my book. If you know what I'm saying.
It wasn't. And your boy Parker Romo, Parker Ono, Parker no, he can't keep on. I know it's not one monkey don't stop the show, Mike. One player can't win or lose us games, but they can play a big role. Quarterback plays a big role. The kicker plays a big role, despite being just a kicker. I'm tired of not getting to compete because we can't have a quality, solid kicker to kick the balls. I think he knows whenever it's we talked about this before. When there's no pressure, when he was like the backup trying for a position, he was 5 for 5 that Vikings game because he had nothing to lose. He was a guy trying to win the job. He was playing loose, but now that he has to be the guy, he obviously is not the guy. He's obviously not able to perform under pressure, and that's terrible. That's terrible for us. I do not want to let him off the hook because everyone had a job. Several of our players didn't do their job as well as we wanted to, but he did not do his job. And you got one job. Every kicker knows you got one job. You kick the dang ball when you're supposed to kick the dang ball. And for it to be that pressure packed, they already scored. You mentioned we came back from nothing. We were struggling. We had to claw back and have some momentous situations occur. And for all that to occur, and that announcer said, "Well, hey, all you got to do is kick the field goal now."
You're right. He did.
He sure did. All you got to do.
He say that.
I'm like,
you know what? And at the time,
extra point. I mean, extra point. All you got to do is extra point right now.
Yeah. We know at the time, I was like, we should go for 2, go for the win. But I was like, all right, but it's still close to 5 minutes left. Maybe that's too much time to go for 2.
Maybe.
But maybe. But you go back and look at how the Jets won their only game. They went for 2 on a gutsy play call. Sometimes you gotta be gutsy and say, you know what? We on the road. We did all this fighting back to get in the ball game. We're lucky to be in this position. Let's go ahead and steal it. Steal the game.
Yeah.
And then just trust the defense that's been playing great all second half.
Great, Mike. Defense were balling out. Played so good.
That's one thing I might put. Like, would he look back on? Like, would he be like, you know what? I wish I would have went for 2 right there and not put that pressure on the kicker. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go for the win. You know how big that would have been for us to go for the 2.
Huge.
And just lock down and win the ball game like that. That would have been great. That would have been great for the team. Great momentum for the team. But like losing like that, and it's like, all right, now everybody's blaming the kicker. Everybody,
again. By the way,
again, but overlooking everything else, all the other mishaps that we had, because we did get the ball back with close to 2 minutes left, and we get a guy that's not lined up correctly. We had to burn the timeout before 2 minutes. We had to burn timeout. We only had 2 timeouts left, and we going forward on 4th and 20 was impossible. So. That gave us, it's all about managing the game, managing the clock, knowing the situations, and we couldn't pull it off, man. It's like some of this is coaching's fault too, and other things the players, not just the kicker.
No, you're right. And again, this is I believe Falcons presented by FanDuel. Mike, FanDuel didn't have us having the game this close. A lot of people didn't have us having the game this close. No one thought we were going to win, but the game was not supposed to be this close. Right. I forget the odds, but we were supposed to lose by, I don't know, 3, 5, 7 points. It wasn't this. So I don't have it in front of me, but I know FanDuel and Vegas were wrong. We felt a certain type of way that everybody was laughing at us. No one was scared of us. Halloween just passed. No one was scared of us. Right. We felt a certain type of way, and so I'd like to feel like we came out. Well, we came out with more fight. That defense, 6 sacks, Mike. 6 sacks. That's one of the bright points of the game.
2 turnovers.
Yeah, we had
intercepted by Bates, and then we had the fumble recovery. So we had 2 turnovers, 6 sacks. But you know what? We offensively, we're too up and down. I think people talking about the pistol again. Like, why are we still in the pistol? We knew it was going to be tough sledding running the football. The Patriots have a lot of 50-yard rush all season, and that continues today because Bijan only had 48 yards rushing.
That close.
Only 8 touches though. Only 8 carries. We abandoned the run. So that's why it's like I'm saying. This is like Zach Robinson. Is Zach Robinson the right man to be calling plays for us? Are we wasting all this? And we keep saying talent. Are we wasting all this talent on this team? But at some point is the talent really there? Are we overrating the guys? You know what I'm saying? That's coming into question now because we only had 1 pass catcher out there for real. Drake London had a monster game. Career high. Another bright spot of the game. But other than that, we didn't have anybody. Who's our number 2 receiver? You know what I'm saying? Mooney had 1 catch. Kyle Pitts had 4. You know what I'm saying? But it was all ineffective yards.
Like, what happened to Ray Ray? Ray Ray was here, and then in the middle of the night, in the quiet, he just slipped out the back door. Like, there wasn't no big procession. There wasn't no explanation. There was no thank you, Atlanta. There was nothing. Like, you heard a small little blip about Ray Ray. You didn't see him dressed. All of a sudden, he gone. Last year, Ray McCloud was a great number 3. Last year he was a spark sometimes. Even early on this year, he was a spark. Right. You're like, we got, a great number 3. And Mooney was there. I don't know where Mooney's been. I don't know where I guess Kyle Pitts is going to be the number 2 to Drake, and he kind of has been, kind of hasn't. We need help, and we need more than just Bijan and more than just Drake. But before, Drake was out, so we couldn't say Drake. But now Bijan and Drake, that's great. But who else? Who's next? What else do we have?
Bijan out the backfield. Bijan, you know what I'm saying? Like he had 8 catches or something like 4 to 6 catches or whatever. But that's what I'm saying. We're I don't know if we're too predictable, too one-dimensional. I don't know. It's just something's missing on this offense that is not clicking right. Michael Penix first game back looked a little rusty. Had some bad throws. Had some great throws. But we're inconsistent on offense, and we're not using Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier 2 carries. Like we strictly abandoned the run. I think the second half we could have been wearing the defense down a little bit, and probably could have extended some drives. We were 1 for 10 on 3rd down.
No, we weren't.
We were terrible on 3rd down. 1 for 10. That's not gonna win you football games. I was saying, if you look at the things that we've done, horrible. We were lucky the score was 23-24. That's why I said we should go ahead, go for the steal. Our offense is not looking good. Go for the steal. Let's do it. Let's, you know what I'm saying. Let's try to get one on the road because we're going to play Indianapolis next week. But we're not gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't know what we're doing. I just don't
Mike,
know.
it's gonna be the longest flight. Your boy, what's it? Simdula 87 said, "Well, let's look on the bright side. After this season, there will be a new coaching staff here, and not the same one. The season is over." I can see why Falcons fans feel like the season's over. I said, "Hey, 3-4, it's not good, but it's not time to panic. You know, we're good. We get back right here because you don't want to lose before that long flight to Germany. The last thing you want to do is have a bad game. But that's where we're at. We had real J Fox. My eyes are right. The performance was better than I was anticipating. Rise up, Merlin Falcons, and the rest of the season. Well, thank you. I mean, this individual is being positive, and I appreciate that. I was at the Falcons did an event in Macon, Georgia, and it was a dope event, Mike, because it was at a baseball field, like a minor league baseball field, and it was open to the Macon public, to Macon Falcons fans. We didn't have the Patriots sneak in there, so there's no food, no free food and drinks, but it was just like the cheerleaders, Freddie Falcon, yeah, myself, and it was just about, I think we had almost 300 people, and they had a big old screen on the middle of the baseball field and lawn chairs. And it was cool because there were several people who had never, Falcons fans who, either couldn't afford season tickets because they are expensive. I've never been to Falcons training camp. And like they said, I'd never met an actual Falcons player. So I enjoyed integrating and mingling with the fans. We were all very excited and positive until the game started. I had to leave around third quarter. But when the game started, man, these Macon Falcons fans, they got rowdy. They got loud, Mike. They let the world know how they felt, and because they were together, their collective disappointment was palpable, and it just shows that Falcons fans are tired. They're tired. When somebody tells me, "Oh, I'm a season ticket holder," for 10, 20, 30, I said, "Thank you, and sorry for the heartburn we've given you because we have not made it easy." Now we're not the Browns, and we're not like some of these like other bungling franchises, but like we have not. Back to our talent, we're expected to do better. The Browns don't have any expectations. There were bags in their heads for a reason. We're expected to do better because we drafted first round with top offensive picks year after year after year, from the Penix to the old Lyman's to the Drakes to the Bijans, and we still have one of the worst offenses in the NFL. How is it possible? We spent so much time, effort, energy, money, draft picks, and offense, and we can't do anything offensively to produce a winning football team. It's frustrating. So these fans were asking me questions. I was like, I ain't the GM. I ain't the coach. I said, I can tell you what I think, but I have no idea what's going on inside those locker rooms because at the end of the day, the result, that L, ain't good enough.
It's like if it isn't one thing, it's another, man. So you can't pinpoint which Falcon team is going to show up. But what I did say, I said this had to be a low-scoring, ugly game for us to win.
Angry and ugly. I'm angry. You're ugly. So
angry, ugly, but they start off too fast. Being down 21-7, man, it just didn't look good. We started off, terrible. We started off terrible, and then and playing on the road against a Mike Vrabel coach team.
Oh,
hey, we was climbing up a mountain there. We was climbing up a mountain that we didn't have to be in. So we I don't know. So like I said, we had to control the clock. We abandoned the run early. We didn't have nothing going on the ground game. We need some more creativity on offense, man. Get these guys going on offense. Get some more rhythm from Michael Penix. Get them in a nice rhythm. Get more players to football. Use all these. It can't be just Drake, London, and Bijan. We learned that's not the formula. So I don't know where we go from here. Ovie.
I'd say
3-5 now. We're 3-5 now. By the way,
that sounds insane. That sounds crazy. I mean, this is your second year Bleeding Falcons. This is my fifth year Bleeding Falcons, Mike. This is my fifth year having this podcast, this wonderful Believe family, this platform where it's not just like my duty, it's my job to watch the Falcons and watching them intently. I can't do what sometimes Falcons fans want to do, like just look away. Like it's just so ugly. That's why I look away and find something else to do. Like I have to watch it. It's like gluing your eyes open and being forced to watch like a slow motion car crash. Just like you're seeing this and you're trying to say, stop, don't. It's like a horror movie. Don't go in that room. Bad's going to happen. And they're not listening to you. You're watching it happen. They're repeating the same mistakes. It's that white lady running from the big bad monster. She fall down, tripping like, oh my gosh, you know she's gonna fall. You know she's gonna be like, oh my gosh, help me. And then you're like, don't get up, run faster. Like the Falcons are gonna Falcon. Like it's so bad because no one feels comfortable. Even when we have a lead, much less we don't. It's like there are probably several Falcons fans like, oh, we're gonna miss this field goal. And it's a horrible way to think, but like, oh, we're gonna miss this field goal. Because that's a very Falcon thing to do. To fight your way, claw your way back up, and then to miss the field goal, just to dig it in the Falcons fans, their size a little bit. We can't put together a complete team, a complete game, a complete effort. And it seems to feel like, you mentioned before, what else can we do? The coach of the what was it, Josh? Is it Campbell, Mike McDaniels, whatever his name is? They mentioned one of the coaches for the Patriots.
Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, he used to with the Raiders. Like he's getting paid more than Vrabel, and he was put on a master class on how to outcoach somebody. And it just seems like when you look at Drake May and how they developed him and how they're helping him win like 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row, and his QB rating is out through the roof, and he's throwing multiple touchdowns. Even though he had a rough game, and even though he gave the ball away, he still had enough to.
I was saying, Drake Bay, he looked rattled today a little bit.
Yeah.
In the second half, starting in the first half, going into the second half, we had them contained a little bit in the second half. But I wish we'd have started earlier, not let them get 21 points right away. But just don't know. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. And pretty slim out there said, I hate to think the season's over with. But with this coaching staff, it's a done deal. And I'm looking at the stand. I don't think the season's over. I'm not ready to put the nail in the coffin just yet. Not just yet.
Mike, how about Germany?
3 or 5 is ugly. 3 or 5 is ugly, but we're still right there in the pack. Nobody's as far as wild card. Nobody's pulling away from us in the wild card position. Some things can happen. Other teams got to play each other. I don't know, man, but. And we got the Carolina Panthers. We still got the Carolina Panthers. We still got to make up for that. You know what I'm saying? So they beat Green Bay today. They got an impressive win today. But we're in third place in our division, Ovie. We're supposed to have been talking about winning this thing. Finally.
We were talking about this after the Bills game, after the Vikings game. We were talking about winning this thing. Winning this thing and winning the division and winning a playoff game, because we're too good. This is like the conversation back and forth, the talent versus are we not living up to it. You can't not say we have talent when we have games like we've had against the Vikings and against the Bills. You can't say we don't have talent. So all you can say is the thing no one wants to say, which is who's managing that talent. And the people who are managing that talent, are they taking full advantage of it? Like that. And I don't even like having that conversation because I feel like that's sometimes a scapegoat. As a player, I feel like I can always outplay bad coaching because I don't care what you draw for me. If I can beat the man in front of me, my job is done. And I still saw players where, whether it's our fearless leader Jake Matthews getting penalties, or whether it's false starts, or whether it's O-linemen not handling their business or getting off blocks, I still saw players not doing their job. So before we go and point fingers at the coaches, even though it's very easy to do so, I think, but because me and you play the game, we understand the coaches have the ability to change the game, but I don't think more so than the player, at least in certain positions. I think in my position as a physical fullback, like ain't much you can scheme up for me. Like you tell me to go seek and destroy, I either make the block or I don't. That's it.
Yeah. I just don't know. Okay, I don't have all the answers.
No.
Like we just find different ways to
lose
things.
Lose.
We're a very creative football team. I'll tell you that.
We are very creative. He's like, we will find different ways to lose. Like, interception here, fumble there, miss kick here, miss extra point.
Kirk Cousins here, Kirk Cousins there, Mike Cousins here. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know. I just don't know how we're gonna look. We asked, was it a good loss? Was it a good loss? Did we look good? I don't know, man.
No.
It was
We look better, but here's the thing: the bar is so low. Mike, the bar is so low.
Yeah,
we have moments. The bar is so low that with us just putting forth the effort that an NFL team should put forth, we're like, we put forth effort. We tried. We didn't give up. You're supposed to do that. After seeing what we saw against the Dolphins, it's like we're just excited to have us play like an NFL team. Like we're just excited to see effort, which is insane. It's unacceptable.
That's bad when you just asking for your team to show effort.
To show up.
Now that's coaching. That's coaching. You clearly blame that. That's not just the players. That's it's pride by the players. Have some pride out there, and coaching on top of that. So you got to have. Last week we didn't look like we was ready to play at all.
No.
This week, show some pride.
We did.
Pride. Make some plays.
We did.
Drake running incredible catch. Bijan with the one hand.
Insane. Insane.
Like feeding Shaq in the post. You know what I'm saying? It was like, that was great. We had some plays that was getting some momentum going. And but you just can't. Everybody has to be on the same page though, Ovie. Everybody has to do their job. And that's when everybody's gonna blame the kicking. Missed his one job that he's supposed to do.
1 job. 1 point. 1 point, Mike.
Tied. You know, the sideline's going crazy. Everybody's cheering the root. Yeah, we in it. And then
I would hate to be on that sideline. I hate to be him on that sideline because Mike, and he was in New England for a while. I don't know if he got cut from New England, didn't make the tryouts, but there are people already saying, yo, he's a New England spy. You know, he went to New England, they paid him money, said, hey, we're gonna cut you, but we want you to go to the Falcons and mess them up. We hate them. I don't know what happened, but they went from such excitement to you pay across that sideline, there were death stares. Like I was waiting for somebody to throw their. I was so proud that Drake didn't throw his helmet because after that amazing catch, after that sick, crazy, got both feet down, that catch, that catch was one that only a professional, that only a all-pro type receiver can make. That was one heck of a catch, and to do that, be walking toward the field, high-fiving people, assuming it's an automatic extra point, and to see out of the corner of your eye. That ball go ever so slightly to the right, ever so slightly wide of that post.
Yeah.
You got to be sick to your stomach. I can't remember a time where that's happened. Like it's happened before, but I actually can't remember. It hasn't happened maybe once in my career where an easy extra, like field goal is different animal, but an extra point you're supposed to make. I know they moved it back now, so it's a little bit harder. It's not as automatic, but you can't be missing an extra. It's an extra point. Yeah. Hey, you right there.
And it hurts when it's like different kickers too. It's not like we got the same kicker missing extra point. Now we're bringing different guys in, and we still can't get it right. So
it's the jersey. It's that Falcon.
What do we do?
Yeah. Like it's that Falcon.
It's the Falcon. It's the Falcon.
It makes people go crazy. Like I gotta find a way to lose. That should not be. That should not be our MO. Like it's embarrassing as a former player to have people even saying the phrase Falcons are going to Falcon. I'm like, hey, I'm a Falcon. I didn't Falcon. Did I Falcon?
Right.
We got Falcon.
I did. We did have some moments.
There were some times. I mean, lost to the Giants 2011. Yeah. That was your fault. I was injured. Yeah. Lost to the Packers 2010. That was partly my fault. Not really, because we had an interception at fumble. I don't know what happened. We lost to Aaron Rodgers. But, we had a couple of losses. I get it. But
we didn't think it was a franchise curse, though.
No, we didn't lose like this. We didn't lose like this.
Now it's like, okay, this is something different that's going on.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I mean, part of the reason, Mike, and we'll get out of here a little bit because we're just rambling now and talking about how disappointed we are. There early on in the game, there was a defensive tackle for the Patriots that got in the fullback position, and the announcers mentioned it. And he shuffled his big behind across and went straight forward. I don't know if he hit Caden Ellis, whatever, but he knocked our linebacker back, and they were able to get their 2-3 yards. And he said, now that's what a fullback does. And I'm sitting here at this making event, and everybody turns to me and said, Ovie, why don't the Falcons have a fullback? Don't you think if the Bijan had a fullback in front of him, that he'd be so much more effective? No. And I said, I say all the time, of course he would. But sometimes people get so excited about the new fancy shiny
way.
new toy, the 5 wide, the pistol, the spread. They forget that old school football worked for a reason, and that
Yeah.
some of the older teams that had fullbacks that ran the ball and were tough nosed smash mouth teams, they were able to give their quarterbacks a lot of room to operate because
Yeah.
they were definitely afraid of the run. Bijan is amazing on his own. If he
Yeah.
had a fullback, I just would love to see how much greater he can be. So I doubt they'll change that. I know they'll listen to our
No.
podcast, but a fullback would be great.
They're not gonna change. We're in the middle of the season. They're not gonna change their style. But like some pretty slim said earlier, this might be the last go around for this coaching staff. If we don't pick things up drastically and turn it around drastically this season, I think it's gonna be clean house.
Oh yeah. No, and
it is what it is. Like, because the pistol is not being effective. Are we end up in the bottom of the barrel offensively this year with this group of guys? Can't do nothing but blame coaching, and that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's name of the game. It's the job. You're supposed to get your players in the best position to be successful, and right now we're not doing that.
Yeah, unless we make the playoffs, I don't think it's going to be good for our coaching staff. But again, I think these are all great guys, nice guys. I met all of them, and I feel like they absolutely want to win, but like they just haven't. And it's bad when the fans and the announcers are talking about some of our players as just not getting the job done. They're singling out linemen and missing blocks. They're talking about our guy JD Bertrand and like I think the guy who was a player was commentating and saying, hey, he's just, when Devon Diablo gone, it's like this guy is just not built for that.
Yeah.
Like they're running right at him. They're running. They see the weakness. And they're running right at him.
We were soft in the middle. We were exchanging running linebackers for rundown situations and getting different guys in for passing situations. But the guys not built for it. The guys not. We're getting hit in the mouth on defensively sometimes, and it's us attacking. We're getting attacked, and and today just another one in the books for us, man. It just didn't look good. Even though we still 24-23, man. I was like, man. We could have stole it. Could have stole a win. Could have stole a big time win. Big 5.5 point spread on FanDuel. Like I said, nobody gave us a chance to win this game, but we really had a chance to win this game. Even with all the bad play that we had out there, we still had a chance to win. And that's the hurtful part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it wasn't a good loss because
was it a good loss?
No, it wasn't, because we didn't look good. We were just lucky. We were just lucky to be in the ball game.
And speaking of lucky, if we didn't have Drake May have those mishaps where he fumbled the ball, I don't say he fumbled the ball. We got to him, but he didn't hold on to the ball. Yeah. He let it go, and we ran it back. He threw an interception. If he wasn't having a bad game, this would not be that close.
No,
so
that close. No,
he had a bad game. Wasn't that we had a great game? Oh, and we did have a decent game on defense, but it was more them playing bad to even give us a chance. So this is not even a good loss. It wasn't like we played wire to wire, clean football. They're just like, they scored 35, 40. We scored like 30. No, we just did not take advantage of opportunities. We made too many mistakes, and you can't play winning football like that. Falcons got to get better, and they're going to have a long trip to think about if they can or can't get better. That Germany trip is not going to be fun. It's going to be all business. I think the player-only meetings have been exhausted. They've already used them all up for the season. Yeah. At this point, like, Mike, what do they do at this point? I'm at a loss for words.
I think we got to play this Colts game like it's our Super Bowl, man. It's our do or die. It's our do or die game. If we lose to the Colts, now the season's over, and they just lost. So they remember we were in that situation again where when the Bills came off a loss, everybody was scared. All the Bills pissed off.
We were scared,
and then we won the game. We showed up and won the game. Can we do the same thing against the Colts? Because they came off an embarrassing loss. And now they're looking to bounce back and get a win. And everybody's go. We can't be everybody's get right game. You know what I'm saying? So we got to go out there and show them that we can win big time football. Like we beat the good teams. And so we did it before. Can we do it again against the Colts?
All right, we'll see, guys. All right, so y'all, we're about 2 games from calling this in Falcons because the Believe's gonna be x'd out. But
Yeah,
we ain't
about
there.
two
We ain't there
games. About
yet.
two games.
So about 2 games from me, the in Falcon show with Ovie
Yeah.
and Mike. But no, it's still Believe in Falcons. We're still urging, begging, pleading for you guys to believe in the Falcons because shoot, somebody has to. So why not us?
Why
Why
not
not
us?
us?
Why not us?
We don't make it easy, but that's part of being a true fan, that you keep on hoping that the next game is going to be the game. And so we gotta hope the next game will be the game, because if not, it's gonna be bad, real bad. So y'all keep on subscribing, liking, following us. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and we're gonna keep on talking about these Falcons until Mike suits up and gets back on the field.
And if y'all know a kicker, let us know.
Yeah, y'all know a kicker. Call your boy. Like call Mike. Call Arthur Blank, because we need a kicker ASAP. It's gonna be a long ride home for him. Like I always wonder, like, what do a kicker go through? Like when they going through, they going through the line, checking their bags, walking down Mike, walking through those aisles where everyone is looking at you with darts in their eyes and just shooting them at you. What do they do?
I don't know. I know they want to knock this food out of his hand. You know.
Yes. Like, son, you don't deserve that. You ain't earned that. That's for those who earned it. You ain't one of them.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here, man. We gotta go, man. We gotta
go, man. All right, y'all. Believe in Falcons.
Believe in Falcons.
Yeah. Later. Bye. That's funny. Knocking food out their hand. All right. Boom.